Okay, it is day 4. I'm finally catching up. I wanted to make sure that I record this video the end of day 4 to give you guys an update of where we have gone as we're traveling throughout Arkansas. We're just trying to figure out where we want to live, where we want to put our future homestead. And so far, we've been pretty impressed with Arkansas. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. There's so much green. Obviously, it's humid, but it's absolutely beautiful. And the people have just been like absolutely amazing. I don't know what to say. It's like even if there's an area we don't love, it seems like no matter what, we really like the people. So anyway, all right, day 4 we started off in Greenwood, and you guys, I know I'm gonna butcher this as well, so I'm totally fine with you guys putting it in phonics for me how to say names correctly. So Siloam Springs. Okay, so that was our like beginning and end. And so Greenwood, and then what we did is we traveled to Fort Smith Farmers Market. It wasn't very big, but we did show up a little bit later, so I'm not quite sure, how big it was before we got there. But it still was fun to check it out. I saw some really cute, pretty dresses there. I almost bought one. It was a little more pricey than I wanted to spend, but they were freaking cute. Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. Met some nice people. Then from there, as for the area, we decided that Fort Smith area was probably not for us. So there's that. We traveled to Van Buren. We went through Alma. We thought that was okay. And then we went into Mountainburg. Oh my gosh, you guys. Why didn't you guys tell me about Mountainburg? It is so beautiful there. It was so beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, we did fall in love with the area for sure. If we could be there, we would. It's actually the perfect in-between spot, because we have to consider where my husband will be working, the cities. And so it's like, well, if he had to work in Fort Smith, or if he had to work in Fayetteville, then it's kind of like this, it was a good spot, in between spot for either direction. So that Mountainburg did fit there. Chester, we went into Chester. That was great. And then there was this area that was so fun. It was, my husband said it was like in West Fork area, maybe just before West Fork. We were traveling, what direction? We were traveling north on 71. And then we stopped on the side. We saw some people kind of like in between the trees. And so I said, hey, I think there's a watering hole down there. So we flipped it, turned around, and we went to check it out. And we stopped on the side of the highway right there. And we walked down a little path at riverbed. And there was like this little creek. For some reason, I have this idea that it was called White Creek, but I'm not 100% sure. If you know what I'm talking about around the West Fork area off the 71, it looks like it's a common place for people to stop and just go chill in their like lawn chairs or beach chairs and in their floaties, and they just chill in the water. And the water was like pristine. It was beautiful. It was clear. There were certain areas that had like a bluish tone to it. I'll try to get some pictures up. And so we all went down. My husband knew he was getting in the water. He just knew it, even though he hadn't even seen the water yet. And he managed to put his trunks on. And then both my daughter and I, we just walked down. I took my water shoes just in case. And then my other daughter, she already had some sandals on, that strap. So we walked down and we were like, oh yeah, we're getting in the water. I didn't want to go back up. My daughter didn't want to go back up. So we just went in our clothes. I was wearing a long dress. You'll see in the pictures. And I said, screw it. I'm going to go swimming. It's fine. I'll change when I get up to the car. So that's what we did. And we hung out there for about an hour, and there was all these little fishies all over the place, fish all over the freaking place. But they were like the small, what do they call them, like minnows? And they were so freaking cute. We did see a what kind of fish is that? The bottom dweller one? Did you figure out what it was? Like a grouper?
Like a sucker fish.
Some kind of sucker fish, but it was like this big. It was a good size. It was cute. But that was like probably the highlight, or one of the highlights, right? The biggest highlight of the day. That was we just had so much fun. And then, so from there, we went on a very curvy, windy road. I actually got a little sick. We did look at a few different houses on the way up just because we thought, why not? Let's go check some things out. We did go into some homes that had lots of, there were a hill, it was kind of more hilly, and that's not really what we're looking for. It'd be nice to be on a hill, but not on one that's like sloping so high. And so we determined, no, that this area is, the homes that we were looking at weren't really for us. There was one though that we saw, I think, was that in Mountainburg, with that one house that I really, really liked, and it had the golf course in the back? Yeah. So it was 6 acres, 8 acres, something like a 6 or 8 acre property. It was a smaller house. It was like a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and but the property was like ready to go. It was fenced in, and the pricing was good, and so we really liked the area. And then further beyond the property line, there was a golf course. So no houses were going to be built behind us, which it was going to be freaking cool. So we'll see. You never know. So anyways, from there, we went into Fayetteville. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. We love Fayetteville. We traveled throughout Fayetteville to check things out. There was a couple areas we didn't go in, but for the most part, we were like, the shopping's great, the area's great, it's beautiful, it's clean. We loved it so much. And so that was freaking fun. And so we decided that would be a really good area for us. We don't want to live in Fayetteville, but on the outskirts or somewhere not too, like 30 miles, 30 minutes away or something like that. And that would be our shopping area. So that seemed like a lot of fun. And then we came out to Siloam after that. That's where our hotel's at. We're gonna go to church out here tomorrow, so we're excited about that. And then it's just real small town vibes. But little did we know that there was a casino across the street from our hotel, like across the street, and then over the county line in Oklahoma. You best believe we went and we killed it, and we won. I won't say how much, but I was happy when we left, and I asked my husband to buy me ice cream on the way home because I was so happy. So anyways, that was a blast. Tomorrow we are heading out to, end location is going to be Afton, Oklahoma, the Grand Lake, the Cherokees. So we're going to go check that out. Although update, so when we were in Jacksonville, my husband submitted an application, and we got a phone call. Was it the same day or the next day? Next day, I think it was. It was the same day. Got a phone call same day for the resume he dropped off in Jacksonville, and for an offer for work. Just like that. That's right. That's my man. He's killing it. So we're going to put in some applications up in this area as well, because we want to see, maybe there's a potential that it's not a year that we move. Maybe we move in the next few months, just depending on what the job offers are. But wish us luck. We are having a blast. You guys, Arkansas is beautiful. You guys are amazing. Your people are amazing. We love you guys. Grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that you guys have all been so sweet and kind to us as well. And so if you have any thoughts, I'm going to bed right now. You guys have any thoughts on our way up to Oklahoma, Grand Lake, Cherokee? If you have any corrections you want to make on my words, let me know, on my city words. You guys have a good night. Bye.